Evening all, how we doing? Back again, 20th. Not a lot of time left now. Stay there, Penguin. Not a lot of time. Few in already. Got a few in. I think Derek was in first. Me lights are gone out behind me. I had time to put more. Are they gone out? They come back on. I've got random lights behind me. Strange. How's everyone doing anyway? So we've got Derek in first, and we've got Cameron. Hi Cameron, Derek. Floppy, too early? Never too early, Floppy. Colin, how you doing, Colin? Michael Hyde, Mac Vision. ZX. Nice cup of tea. Nice glass of wine, Nick. Fair shout, mate. It is Christmas. Evening, Cyberflyer. Evening, Robert Head. Andy Beck. Robert Cross. Good evening, Robert. We got Benji's in. Oh, he will be here. Rob Titheridge. Phil Taylor. Les Diamond. Theo's in. Floppy's got Christmas tree, snow and snowman. Very nice, Floppy. Spanky. How you doing, Spanky? Dave Rhodes. Simon Spires. Where's that bloke got to? I'm here, Simon. Simon, I'm here. Timothy, hi, Timothy. Afternoon, Doug. Afternoon, Alan. Alan Reed, how you doing? I've had people. Jackbox. Cove Kid. Good shout, Jackbox. Rolf, afternoon, Rolf. And we got Danish Native. Merry Christmas to you, Danish. And David Tagg. Cleaning the oven. Yeah. Those oven cleaners do work very well, Benji. The ones that you put the shelves and that in, you can put them in bags, can't you? But stink to high heaven, really do. Right. So yes, the Dansette. I think a couple of people have been asking about the Dansette. Well, I haven't really revisited it, so I thought I'd pull it out today and have a quick look. And I found the problem. And it was probably, was it me? Yeah, probably was me. another cruncher-induced fault. Evening, Harvey, how are you? Harvey's Vintage Audio and Reel to Reel Heaven, that is. So, yeah, we're going to have a look at this today. I mean, I've still got a problem, which I'll show you in a minute, which is a real pain in the bum, but there you go. Someone might be able to help me out, and we might be able to fix it ourselves. You never know. Evening, Yas. Where's my brother? Brother went home lunchtime. Yeah, just before lunch. So yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed Trev yesterday. We had a good night as well. We spent the early hours listening to that big old Murphy radio, playing 1950s hits through it. So it does sound lovely. It was on nearly all day yesterday, that radio. It was on all day long. Sounds absolutely amazing. Paddy. That's hi. I got it, Paddy. Hi. I've got to cook Mrs. Cruncher's tea tonight. She's working. She don't finish till 8:15. You missed the stream, Rob. Sorry to hear that, mate. Thank you very much, Rob. So, yeah, you missed out on that, Rob. You'll have to watch it back. My brother Trevor in there yesterday, so hopefully everyone enjoyed that. I enjoyed having him here anyway, and he always enjoys coming on and saying hello to you all, showing you what he's been up to. Bit of a quick fix on those headphones, so wasn't it? A dirty plug. Surprising. Need to cook, so in and out. No worries, Harvey. So we better go over and see our young friend over here in the penguin suit, otherwise known as Pengui, aka Pengui, double O beak. Thanks, Floppy. Bit different, wasn't it? Always a bit different when Trev comes. Right, let's go and see what have we got, Pengui. Nothing. What? Nothing. Go away. No, I'm having it. I can't get at it. Hang on. I'm gonna have to step in, Pengui. Mind yourself. Hang on. Oh, I have to go deep for that one. Cool. You don't want to come at this one. Oh, we got everybody's favourite. I'm gonna get the finger in me at last. Oh, quite hurt my shoulder then. Try to get that. Anyway, let's remove that from Pengui and bring it over this way, because I know you've all missed the finger. You can't beat a good bishop's finger. Brian, how you doing, mate? Cold at Norway. GT Jeff. Afternoon, Jeff. So yes, I seem to have got a goat's done a runner. We have a goat. Yeah, they do move about, them goats, and I swear they move on their own because I don't touch them. But we've lost a goat. I don't know where he's gone. Oh, I can see him. Yeah, he's all right. He decided to jump on the floor. Yeah, what's the matter with you? Crazy old goat. So, yeah, bishop's finger. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm sure you've all seen this before, haven't you? The bishop's... Oh, dear. The innuendos are unbelievable, aren't they? 5.4% brewed in Faversham, Kent. Kentish strong ale. Bishop's finger. The finger returns. I knew we'd have the finger at some stage. We had to. It's compulsory right now. The other important item that I can't find is the bottle opener, because it's over there. Yes. Good stuff. I don't know what it is, Paddy. I don't know what it is. Dirty Bishop. You're singing. Look, the finger slips down easily. Cheers, Dave. Welcome, mate. Ah, no, it's Les. Yeah, we do get on all right. We have our moments where we can fall out. It's possible, but we tend to not worry too much these days. It's got a bit of a heat on that. Cheers, everybody. Anyway, Merry Christmas. The bishop's finger. Yeah, you'd think they'd have thought twice about naming a beer that, wouldn't you, really? But, you know, well, there you go. They did decide to. They did decide to name it the bishop's finger. You're making a point of drinking that stuff. Cheers, Cyberflyer. Right, let's have a look down here. Let me show you down here. Look what we got. What have we got there? Just sort that light out. It is the poor old Dansette. Part of it. So I was sort of debating what to do today. I thought, well, shall I recap the Hacker amp? Shall I try something should I start something new? I thought, well, we've only got probably 2 days worth of streams left. So let's go that way. Yeah, we've only got a couple days of streams left, so I don't really want to start anything that's going to run into like more than one stream. Wednesday night we're going to do shortwave listening, so that'll be Wednesday's stream. Thursday will be a recap really, and look at all the giveaways. Do a recap on the giveaways, ready for Friday, which is Christmas Eve, the last stream. So where's it gone? Where has it gone? Cheers, Cyber. Bishop's elbow sounds boring. Cooker hob plate. What are you on about, Theo? Are you talking to Benji about cookers again? A cooker hob plate. Oh, this one you mean? Ah, no, that's this sits in there. So I wonder what you're going on about then. Baking tomorrow. You say get it assembled. I could do, Harvey, but let's find what. Let me share with you what I found earlier. So I'll take that one out of the way. What I did was I got the old signal tracer out. I thought, it's totally dead, the radio. Couldn't hear any noise on it whatsoever. No amplifier hiss or anything. So I thought, well, it sounds like it's in the amplifier stage. Just get this out of the way for a minute. Sounds like it's something in the amplifier stage, but I was convinced it was in the prior stages. Where are we? Okay, let's just get this in camera. Oh, right. So once again, it's Graham's cock up. I've done it again, haven't I? Keep doing it. I keep putting my own faults on stuff. So there's a couple things on this. Firstly, there's a bit of a red herring on this board. I think somebody's popped this this bit of wire on here just to clip a test lead on. That bit of wire doesn't appear to do anything. Certainly looking at the circuit diagram, it's not in there. You know, there's no connection from the speaker to ground. So that is wrong. So that's got to come off to start with. Let me just do that a minute while we're at it. So that's got to come off. Now this is the volume pot here, as you can see. So what I did with my signal tracer is I stuck the signal tracer on the incoming signal from the IF stages. And sure enough, there was RF there. I stuck it on the wiper. Sure enough, there was RF there. So, okay, that sounds good. We're getting somewhere, but I still couldn't hear anything out the speaker, so I thought maybe my wiring was wired up wrong. So I looked further into the circuit. I tested this this first AF amplifier transistor here. Check the legs on that. No signal on any of the legs whatsoever. Nothing. So I thought, that's unusual. So flip the board over. And sure enough, as I say, this pin here is the wiper. This is my new wire that I put in, which is the incoming signal from the IF stages. That's the wiper, that's the ground. Well, if you remember this red capacitor under here, I changed. And what happened is that leg popped up and hadn't hit the solder. So that was not soldered. So not only a dry joint, it wasn't actually soldered. So soldered that back down, and hey presto, I had some life. So let's just get this off, because that's not supposed to be on there. So someone's just added that when they were trying to fault find it, I think. So there you are, that's the explanation. Now the next issue is the speaker. Let's go back to the bench again now. Let's get some more beer in. So you can see I've taken the speaker out, but I sort of sussed. I mean, I've got a temporary speaker in here. Look, this is a 3 ohm speaker, but it's nowhere near big enough. If you look at the size difference, considerable difference in size. So let's have a look at this speaker. Meter. And this is not an impedance meter. It's just using a DC resistance check on it. You can see roughly there. Right. So, totally taken out a circuit across the 2 terminals. Basically, got just under 1.2 mega ohms, so it is open circuit. So what I did is I got inside here. I tested the wires underneath. Well, I didn't actually 100% test them. Let's try that again. Again, 1.2 mega ohms. So I reflowed them just in case they weren't making contact, but nothing at all. This speaker is open circuit. There's a little bit of resistance there, but not anything really. So it's open circuit. So the voice coil in it is open circuit. You know, very often these had like little tiny bits of pitch where the wires come through and go back down through, but this one hasn't. This one's in underneath, so I can't get at it. So what I thought we might do in a minute is try and get this cone off. See if we can get this cone off and pull it out and have a look, see if we can see if it's burnt or not. So obviously something's taken that out. So probably those horrific capacitors have allowed voltage to get through to the speaker, and it's burnt the voice coil. That's my theory anyway. So the issue is I haven't got another one of these. I've checked all my spare sets. You know, the only 3 ohm speaker that I've got is this little thing here, which won't fit in the set. So looking at the size of it, I mean, it's just under 3.5 inches, the circular part. But I don't know where you measure these from, because if I measure center hole to center hole, it's exactly 4 inches. You can see that. It's exactly 4 inches. And the distance between the holes that way is, I mean, this would have been in inches back in these days, about 2 3/4 inches in between the holes. In new money, center to center that way is 70 mil. And across that way is 100 mil. So do they class that as a 4-inch speaker, or is it a 3.5-inch speaker? I mean, it's just a little bit under 3.5 inches. So 3.5 or 4, I don't know. Be cone off and fit a new coil. Afternoon, Aston. Slip into Python. This is a dead speaker. Lovely plumage. Got to be cone size only. You always measure the circle bit. Yeah, I don't know what size it is though. It's an unusual size. What's the size of that in metric? So metric, it's probably about 85 mil. The circular bit. So the circular bit is 85 mil. Center to center is 100 mil, or 4 inches. On the diagonal, say 70 mil across that way. Anyway, let's test it first. Let's test the radio with the donor speaker in. So I'm going to need to probably get my active speaker out. Sort of door slamming outside. The neighbour's back again by the sound of it. Love to slam the doors. Right, where are we? There we are. So let's just get that on, ready. I don't know what band we're on. Probably need to prop it up somehow with Sean's chocky blockies. And not really anywhere to rest it now, so that's better. Okay, so I can pop the my coil thingy in there, my coupler. Right, firing the hole in. Let's stick the power on. So it's a 9-volt set. Stick that way up so we can actually hear it. It's blowing the camera out a little bit. Turn it to one side. It works. Sounds a bit fishy at the moment, doesn't it? Unfortunately, it's quite an old radio, so there's no suppression on this thing.
Chromatic, fourth, time, darker. Variable 3 or less, becoming west 2 to 4 later. Showers.
She's working.
Fisher, jam and bite. Variable 2 to 4, becoming west or northwest 3 to 5. Showers later. Mainly
Shipping forecast.
Humber, Thames, variable 2 to 4. Showers later. Mainly good. Dover, white. East or southeast 3 to 5. Mainly fair. Mainly good. Portland, Plymouth. East or southeast 4 to 6. Occasional drizzle at first. Good, occasionally poor.
Le pape est à la main, Nolwenn Leroy, Justin Bieber, tout le monde, je vous dis, et même Léonard pour lui rendre hommage.
Please welcome someone real head, secondly voyage.
If it's all gone the wrong direction, blame me. Okay. Your man on the radio said you weren't.
So I think that's RTE there.
Off the menu for conversation. Dr. Paul Dalton, as always, very much for joining us this evening, and indeed, very happy Christmas.
Interrogé par Radio-Canada sur une éventuelle candidature
French.
à la prise.
Shannon, east or southeast 5 to 7.
So that's radio 4.
Rain or drizzle. Moderate or good, occasionally poor. Rockall, southeasterly 3 to 5, occasionally 6 in southwest. Occasional
Shipping
rain
forecast.
or showers. Moderate or good. Malin, south or southeast 3 to 5, showers later. Good, occasionally moderate later. Hebrides, Bailey.
She works.
Variable 2 to 4, becoming east or southeast 3 to 5 later. Showers.
It works.
Good, occasionally moderate. Feral, Ferals, variable 2.
Négocié par le PSC.
Nothing else on long wave. Let's try medium wave then. Seems to be over here.
They turned out such a
taking their eye off the ball if you pardon the pun with the rest.
Bioshipping forecast.
Just a lovely thing for us. So it was traumatic, the whole thing.
Labour and the SNP, Liberal Democrats.
Yeah.
And trying to find the right balance, and I think half the problem may come from the fact that, you know,
Picking up loads of stations. Absolute Radio. Pretty good. So it's working. It is working. Yes, I put my own photo on it again, once again. So, I mean, I'm not sure about putting it back together because I really have got to get the right speaker, the right size 3 ohm speaker. Now, I know the Roberts R200 uses a 3 ohm speaker, I think. I've got one down here, am I? Is it an R200 or is that an RT1? So I've got an R200 here, which is for restoration. I think the speaker may be too big. Yeah, I think that could be a 5-inch speaker in that, yeah. So I think the R200 is just that little bit too big. Yeah, so that's no good. I did find a Perdio with it in, but again, there's no point breaking up a working radio for restoration to just get another one going. I don't know. I'm out of ideas now, people. So if anybody's got a speaker knocking about, then let me know. Let me know. Oh, double trouble! Look out! Yeah, so it's working. I've got it going. I don't know whether to just sort of screw this one in just by one nut and put it back together. I mean, it literally would only fit through one hole. There's only one that matches up. It's way too small. Just touches. So yeah, I think we've had it there. That is the right speaker, like ohms wise. It's not particularly brilliant. I'm just going to take that out now. So yeah, I think the only other thing is to take this one apart and see if we can see if there's anything fixable inside. I mean, voice coils on speakers have got to be miniature. Anybody ever rewound a voice coil on a speaker? Afternoon, Anthony. How are you, mate? Cable ties. I could cable tie it in there. I'm not sure if it would sit flush in the case then, though, Theo. Yeah, I'm not sure if it would sit flush in the case. So, what do you think about getting the getting that unglued from there? I was thinking maybe acetone. Would acetone be too much for the cardboard? It looks like it's got a bit of a ding in there as well. Got a bit of a nick in it just there. But it's not scratching at all. I can push the center in and out, no problem. Hi Phil Tube, could you make an adapter plate? Cable ties. So yeah, we have got some shortwave listening on Wednesday night, Rob, if you want to get yourself tuned in. So you're still waiting on getting a radio, aren't you? The problem is if you've got a shortwave radio that hasn't got a digital readout on it, it's quite difficult to follow along and identify what the stations are. Can be done. I mean, it's how we always used to do it. So we'll have to have a bit of a debate on what radio to use. Do I go old school and just have an analog radio? Do we go for something like the Sony SW77 2001D, or do I bring the SDR play out? Buy the coil from a speaker reconing company. Would a car speaker fit? It might do. It's really dependent on those dimensions, Dom. You know, it's got to be this 4 inches centers, or 100 mil centers. I think that's classed as a 4-inch speaker, you know, to be honest. I mean, really, it's nearer 3.5 if you just measure the circle. If you measure from there or from, I mean, that's 3.5 there, look, if you measure that way. So it's 3.5 square, really. But I've got a Perdio that's got a very similar speaker in it, but it's just that little bit smaller than a Roberts. So yeah, I'm not sure. I just wondered if we put maybe a bit of acetone or something like that. Nothing like a hot bottle set for winter shortwave listening. I've got a big old Philips set up in the loft, Evolve shortwave set. You need more practice on SDR. SDR takes a bit getting used to. SDR twig's going to depend on what frequencies you're looking for, Ralph. Most SDRs are probably better off on VHF, UHF, in which case a vertical would be nice, or discone works all right. It's a bit of a compromise though, a discone. But, I mean, to be fair, anything up in the air will work. So Theo's mentioned a reconing company. Where'd you go to find a reconing company, and would they deal with a little tiny coil like that, and would it cost an absolute fortune? So I'm thinking maybe acetone around there to release it, or should I try isopropyl? At least if I try isopropyl first, it'll dry, won't it? So we've got nothing to lose here, basically. You pinged me a link. Nice 4-inch Celestian 3 ohm on eBay. I did see that one, Benji, but I think it looked too big, because I think the Celestian one looked quite a bit higher, the magnet. So it needs to be fairly sort of low profile. How deep is that? So it's about 1 3/4 inches deep. Yeah, about 1 3/4 inches deep in old money. About 45 mil. So it's quite deep. But I think that Celestian was bigger. I would say this is more like a 3.5-inch speaker, Benji, because I think that you measure it like that, don't you? So this is 3.5 inches. I'll have to look at the dimensions. Keep the front part in case you can use it to hold a speaker. Yeah, it's 3 ohms, Doug. Dom's pinged me a link. Let's have a look at the link. I have got one of those, well, I've got a Evolve communications receiver, one of those trios. So Dom's just popped me across an eBay link. Speaker 4-inch, 8 ohm, 5 watts. Yeah, that's possibly a bit big, Dom. I don't know. Oh, it's 8 ohm, Dom. It's 8 ohm. It needs to be 3 ohms. Ideally, it wants to be 3 ohms, Dom. You have to go start singing practice tonight for Christmas Eve. Okay, Rob. You'd have to record us some of your singing, mate, so we can have a listen to it. We all like carols, so get us a recording of it and give it a play tomorrow then. 4 ohm would work and be much easier to find. Yeah, 4 ohm wouldn't be too bad. No worries, Dom. Yeah, it is a 3 ohm. So I thought we'd just try and maybe dribble a bit of isopropyl in this. Just round the edge. See if we can get it to lift. You don't think a higher impedance... Now, 4 ohm would be all right, wouldn't it? I think 8 ohm probably is a bit too much, but... And this has got these weird transistors in this one, hasn't it? They're not... Are they anti... what are they again? Edison, are they? Oh, GNC. GEC, General Electric Company. Let's get my eyes on a minute. See if we can pull this out. I don't think it's freeing up at all. You need to drench the spider under the cone to get it apart. Yeah, I think if I can lift the edge, I was thinking lift the edge and then see if I can get something in. It's very difficult. There's hardly any room to get anything in there. It's a very low profile. Probably get something in the spider. But the spider in underneath, is that attached to the... Yeah, it is, isn't it? Just going to see if I can get the side lifted. It's coming. I wouldn't mind a link to that reconing thing, Theo. If you can find me a link to that, I wouldn't mind having a look at that. Okay, well the isopropyl does appear to be freeing up the glue on it. I've not had much success at reconing speakers. I've got some those speakers that Benji let me have that time, but I could never get the right size cone for them. Probably something a bit nope, slowly, catchy monkey. The isopropyl's evaporating away again. I'll say there's nothing to lose with this speaker really, because it has had it. There's no quick way of doing this, unfortunately, is there? I don't know whether acetone would have been better, really. Whether it would have freed the glue up a bit better than isopropyl. Let's try a bit. Jay, how you doing, mate? Milling Chip, how are you? Do you have any old black and white TVs in the attic? That speaker looks very like one of those old Bush TV speakers. I don't, to be honest. You can smell the isopropyl from there. Okay, what's that, Derek? W number? Would a 5-watt 4-ohm 3-inch speaker be any good to you? That would do it, Derek, I think. Don't light a cigarette, yeah? I just want to try a bit of acetone, just have a try. Just to see if that's going to free up, because it's not coming out particularly neatly, and that, you know, if it was just disconnected right on the entry point, I could probably fix it, you know. What am I going to spread this on with? It'll have to be a cotton bud. Let's use one of Doug's long uns. So this is some acetone. Acetone is some good gear, isn't it? It's only a tiny room here as well. It's like nail varnish remover, isn't it? Trouble is, it evaporates pretty much straight away. Oh, God. Could do with a pipette or something to drop it on. Let's see if that's freed it up at all. No, that's not really working. I say I can't physically, it just evaporates too quick. I can't physically keep it liquid for long enough. Back to the isopropyl idea. Yeah, thanks, Derek. Well, give it a go. I mean, if you could measure the centers on the fixings, Derek. Got a CB speaker there, but I'm not sure what ohms that is. No, too small. Ooh. Slip then. No, now it's freeing up. Perhaps I need to just be a bit more patient, perhaps. Not expect the glue to work. Sorry, the isopropyl to release the glue instantly. Right, there it is. It's released all the way round. So let's soak the spider now. I can't even get my thing in here. That. More in one lock. Excellent patience, I know. Acetone is heavier than air. It goes to floor level. Oh, okay. Evening prior. Long short tool. I can't really get anything in to start lifting the spider, really. Oops. Cool. Don't try this at home, people. I've never done it before, and I don't think I'll want to do it again, really. Tis coming. I'm doing this so you don't have to. It's coming. Slowly, slowly. Let's get that solder out a minute. Abandoned shit, Rolf. Ross said, if you really want to rebuild it, cut the cone away entirely, leaving the centre so you can get it all, then fit a new cone. Plenty of that size on eBay. Agree on the desoldering. Of course, I put a load more solder in this. Interesting pulling stuff apart, isn't it? Live speaker dissection. Who would have thought that we'd be here? Well, the probe was definitely loosened it up a bit, but there's always one bit. There's always one bit in there. It's hanging on by a thread, this one. It just doesn't want to give up. It's not going to beat me though. Yay! We're out. So there's our basket with our magnet in the middle. And here's Victor the voice coil. There she blows, and I can't see any hot spots or anything in that. I nearly had a drink of that straight from the bottle then. I nearly had the finger straight from the bottle. Let's get that acetone back up out the way. I might need that in a minute though to clean it up with, but we'll see. Oh, nice one, Derek, thank you. I'll have a look in a minute. So let's do some more readings. See if not going to be able to see that, are you, very well? Mega ohms, but I can't see where the break is. Thing is, this is magnet wire, isn't it? So a little bit of corrosion there. I don't think I'm going to get a reading off of here. Let's just see, you never know. If I scrape the enamel back off of that, that will tell me whether the coil's alright and whether it's these connections to the spider that are broken. Just scrape a little, or is that going to cause a problem if I scrape that? Just going to expose a little bit of the copper on the magnet. On the magnet? What? On the voice coil. To be fair, that doesn't look that difficult to rewind. Let's try that. I've scraped it back a bit, so we're there and there. Ah, there's our voice coil. So the voice coil is not a problem, it's the wires connected to it. It's the wires connected to it that are the issue. So which one? Which one is the problem? Try this one. Nothing. Let's try this one. It looks like both the wires are disconnected from the actual voice coil itself. That one. Ah, that one's okay. So it's this one then. It's this one that's not making the connection. Okay. So we've got just one of these wires not connected to the voice coil here. What can we do about that, Graham? That looks like it's there. Can I solder that, I wonder? I don't know. Let's put a really tiny tip on and see if I can get some heat up the back end of it. You never know. What's that, Anthony? There's 2 sellers, a voice call with nothing to say. Spot on, Theo. Afternoon, Chris. Oh, nice one, milling chip. Good stuff. No, wrong one. I want to be over there, out of the way. There we go. I mean, I'm not sure on the likelihood of us getting this back together in one piece. I don't know, but might be worth a try, mightn't it? So, I've got several folds in it, and I've got a little nick in it, so it's going to need a bit of repair. But I think I've got enough edge there to glue it back down. Certainly got enough edge on that to glue it down, because that's cloth. I've just forgot which one's which now. I think it's this one, isn't it, that's open. Stay still. God, it's very difficult to get there. Yeah, that one's okay. So it must be this one then. Yeah, it's 70 mega ohms. So it's that one there. So they've varnished it or done something to it. Let's pop a little bit of flux down there. Tin the soldering iron. I don't know if that's done anything. Let's try it. Let's try it. Oh. Whoa, I might have got it. Let's try that way. Oh, what do you think? What do you think? I've got 3 ohms. See, there you go, Danish. You've got no faith. The cruncher strikes again. So I'm going to have to pop that out in order to shim it, aren't I? Shimmy it. .999% chance it will rub on the pole piece. I'm missing the comments. You cannot get it central without dust felt in situ. Pull it off. Yeah, I'm on that, Theo. I've got to do some repairs to the actual the outside first, though. Just let that soak for a minute, see if I can pull it off and put it back on again. So I'm going to want to soak the outside of this as well, just to straighten it all out, because it's a bit rucked up where I folded it back with the I have got some spacers somewhere, Theo. I can't think what I did with them though. I have got some shims. So I'm just rolling the edges back where I rucked it all up with the scalpel. So got a little nick in it there. Just trying to get this blimmin' centerpiece, doesn't want to come off. Got it. But I've gone and squat the thing now, haven't I? Gonna squash the voice cord a little bit. This is a bit far-fetched, really, but you never know. Now, shims then. I've got my little acetate shims that I used that time to do the... What did I fix? So I've got little bits of acetate. In fact, that might And I've got to glue the inner piece back in first if I do decide to go for this. Well, there's nothing to lose, is there really? So I've got a little tiny piece of acetate in there. Well, I haven't yet, but I'm just putting it in to see if it'll be enough to shim it. Yeah, that's fairly tight. I reckon that'll do it. I'll probably need to put this piece in as well. Yeah, so that would shim it, shimmy. You can't really see on that camera very well. Let's see if I can get you in on the overhead camera. Oops. So I've got some acetate in there. I reckon that'll hold it, you know. What do you think? Yes, no? Send it to Paul at PS Audio. Like watching the Terminator pick the petals on a daisy. What? It is pretty tight. But I can get it back out. Just trying to stick itself back on already. So what do you think for the spider then? Contact adhesive and then PVA for the outer bit? I'm thinking contact adhesive for this and then perhaps PVA for the outer cone. Can get lucky like that. We've got nothing to lose, have we, really? We have nothing to lose. Let's just blow out the... see if we can force any crap out the magnet. Right. Oh, wow. What have we got going on here? All sorts going on here now, with cameras. So let's get a bit of epoxy. Need a bit of tissue. Tissue. Ooh, that's going to knock everything off the top of the shelf, isn't it? A little bit of tissue paper. Okay, what's happened to my tissue paper, damn it? Oh, I did have a load of tissue paper there. What's happened to that? It's right at the back, I think. There it is. There's the tissue paper. So I've got tissue paper, I've got glue. I need some PVA. Here goes. Everything's a mess, as usual. Let's get my glass out of the way, because that's the finger's gone. I've got the finger in me now. That's gone. Stuff falling everywhere. It's my shims. So that's the two bits I'm going to use there, so I'll put that over there for a minute. Let's get rid of that. So I'm going to just reinforce some of these bits. This bit here is the only bit with a hole, I think. Yeah, that's a hole. That's going to go through there. Yeah, I can deal with the top side in a minute, but that one there is definitely need to patch that from the back, really. So I'm going to rip a little tiny bit of this tissue paper off. So this is just tissue paper they give you in the shop that they wrap stuff in. So a little tiny bit of that ripped, so as it catches on the edges. That'll do. Where are we? Oh, we're up there, aren't we? Of course we are. Let's get rid of the flux. That saved us. So we need a little paintbrush and a glue brush. Well, I think this is probably going to be, yeah, that's probably going to be better to glue that. I need a little paintbrush for the PVA. That'll do for the PVA. Right. Yeah, I know it's easier to change it, but you know, it'd be nice if we could get it working, wouldn't it? Unlikely, but it'd be nice. You ideally need a little bit of water for this. Let's get a bit of water just to wet it a little bit. It's too dry else. Too dry. knocking everything everywhere here. So I've just wetted that brush. There, okay, that should be okay. So that's patched. So we've got a little bit of a tear just there as well. Let's do that one. Because you can't get in behind this once the basket's back on it. I mean, this might well be a disaster, you know, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing, so. So what was the verdict on the shortwave listening then? Are we doing it with a mixture of everything? Are we going high tech? Are we going low tech? As Rolf, someone said about using a valve receiver. The problem with a valve receiver is you won't have a BFO. You've got another rip there. One there as well. That. Just seen another one, so do that one as well. Got a little patch there to do. I have done a fair few patching of speakers and they've all turned out pretty good actually. Never had any major issues. They've all seemed to stuck quite nice. So I'm patching it on the back here, and I'm hoping that I'll just have to paste a bit of PVA on the front so it doesn't show through. But saying that, it don't matter if it shows, does it really? Right, there is some other creases, but I think I can probably be okay with those. So I'm going to probably bend it a little bit when I put it back in. Right, okay. I think that's enough PVA in. Good at paper mache. I know, I used to love putting the old paper mache on the balloons in school. Yeah. Tear, tear, tear. It's all glued to your head. Anthony just sent me an email with pictures of both items. Thanks, Anthony. And I got pictures from Derek to have a look at as well. So we'll check those out in a minute. Just going to leave that brush in the water for a second. So now we need to tackle the edge bit here. See, that isn't perfectly round, that. I don't know whether my shims will square it up. I think I've squashed that when I pulled it out. But you know, what the hell, it's worth a go, isn't it? It's worth a try. If anything, it's a learning experience, isn't it? Right, I'm going to put a bit of contact adhesive in this area. Looks like that's what it had before. I'm using this stuff here, Evo Stick 528, which is amazing stuff. It's what I've been doing the Hacker repadding with. It's hellish strong smelling though. Oh god. I've actually used half a tin, so I've been pretty busy with it. So I'm going to make sure I don't get this anywhere apart from where I want it, which is in that area. Don't need a lot of this stuff. It does need to be airtight, this, doesn't it? I believe. Right, let's clean the excess off of that. So get this all over my hands as well. So let's do the same to the other side. Let's coat this bit. There we are. That's both surfaces coated. So I'm doing the main piece with PVA because that's a little bit easier to manipulate. You can just wet it and move it around a bit if necessary. Whereas with the contact adhesive, you can't do that. Once it touches, that's it. You've had it. Catch you later. Slow hand. I suppose what I need to do, because PVA is very similar to contact adhesive if you put it on properly, if you let it go tacky, I need another thing really. If you let it go tacky, it does grab. Just going to pour a bit of PVA in the. So you keep getting the brush dirty, dipping in. Way too much, but there you are. PVA, Evo Stick. I just knocked the acetone over that. Get up. Right. Don't forget the wires. No, true. I can poke those through and solder them afterwards, so I can get them through with the what I'm trying to say. I can get them through with the tweezers, Timothy, so I'll probably do that. And we're not going to know until tomorrow whether this works or not, really, are we? I'm doing me Bob Ross bit again, aren't I? Yeah, I wish I hadn't squashed that former now for the coil, but I did, so that's what's going to put the kibosh on it, I think. If anything is. That's the favourite to fail. Right, I'm going to go and wash my brush out a minute while that goes off tacky. Spellbound. Cheers, thank you, Theo. Well, I do. It's interesting, isn't it? I've never done anything like this before, but I can see the theory of it. Let's go and wash this brush out a minute. Good extractor fan, always gotta love a good extractor fan. Right. Need to go back in there in a minute for a comfort break. How are we all doing then? Are we all enjoying it so far? Ideally I want something that will fit in that exactly. Just to square it up, but that's too small. What's that? 2BA. I wonder if I've got a socket that'll fit in it. Ah. Aha. So what's this? This is a 10mm socket. It's pretty much an exact fit in there. So I'm just roll that around a bit. That's gone off tacky now, so that's ready to go. So that's going to form my coil again, hopefully. See that? just squeeze that in there. Just see if I can get the shape back on it. Can I get it off again now, though? Okay, right. Here goes. Here goes. Here goes. Let's drop it in. So it wants to be that way round. It looks like it's sat in there quite nice. Spiders in. Right, let's get our shims in. Let's shimmy, shimmy. Shimmy, shimmy. Let's get my eyes on. A little bit. It's down a little bit too far. I need to bring it up a fraction. Not that much, okay. So I'm just going around now and trying to stick at the cone back to the PVA, which has proven a little bit tricky. It's not quite gone off enough yet. Should have probably left that a couple minutes more, but going on. Oh, it's going all right. Just need to let it go off a bit more, I think, because it's just not gripping at the moment. But I think we're getting there. For glue. Thank you, Graham. For glue. Let's get myself a drink of water here. Maybe I should have gone with contact adhesive around the outer edge, but I don't know. I mean, I didn't want to risk it really, because once that stuff grabs, that's it. You got no hope then. Just gonna wait for this to go off a bit. Let's just give it a go round with a cotton bud. Yeah, definitely leave a shim in it. Shimmy, shimmy. Well, this is a big experiment, but nothing to lose because, as we all said, it's knackered. What I will check in a minute as well, and I hate to say this, but I will check that we've still got that 3 ohms on it, because after doing all of this, you know my luck recently. So I'm just squidging out some of the excess here and wiping it off. So it's starting to grab it a little bit better now. So I'm just stretching it a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing here, people, so don't think that this is something that you should all copy, because I'm doing it, but it's worth a shot in it. I'll tell you, I've got a very nice speaker out of a Hacker over there that's showing it open as well. Out of a Hacker Hunter. I wouldn't mind getting fixed. So it might be that I've created myself even more hassle. I want to do that little brush. Didn't do anything. Just going to keep squashing it down till the PVA is set enough to bite, really. It's not quite there yet. It's not far off though. So while we're waiting for that to go off a bit more, let's get these wires soldered in. Yeah, I want to make sure it's stretched though, Theo. I've got the wrong tip in there, am I? Put it to the chair leg. You're all keen to know, aren't you, if it's going to work? Oh, that's the wrong tip again. Dear, oh dear. I want that tip. No, oh well. So this one will do. It's not the exact one I want, but... So I'm just going to... get the wires reattached and hope to God that moving it hasn't disconnected those again. Right, that's my wires reattached. Yeah, and I'll give it time. Don't you worry. But it's just pulled away a little bit from the edge, you see. So I'm just stretching it back, really. I think that's as good as it's going to get. Right, the moment of truth. Have we still got 3 ohms? I hope so. I hope so. 3 ohms or not. What? Yes, we've still got it. We've still got it. 2.88 ohms. Flipping heck. Right. So that really, as everyone is saying, has got to be left to dry overnight. And fingers crossed that that'll be able to go back together and be used in the radio. That would be great, wouldn't it? That would be amazing. It's either going to work or it's not going to work. I don't think there's any in between. It's not going to partially work. It's either not going to work or it'll work. I've got to glue the dust cover back on at some stage and glue some little patches on, but I'll do that in the morning when it's all set off. And maybe we'll have a look tomorrow afternoon and see if it's been successful or not. Right. Well, surprisingly, that has taken us 2 hours. It's taken me 2 hours. 7:30. We did come on at 5:30, didn't we? Yeah. I got Mrs. Cruncher's tea to do, so. Easier to have refitted a new cone and coil rather than refit the existing one. Yeah, true, Theo. Could you get it though? Can you get it? Because I'd be really interested if you could find me a link there, Theo, to it. Let me have a quick look at the other links then that I was sent. Let me see if I can access my email, because Anthony sent me a couple potentials. Let's go to my Zoho mail. No, we don't want to have all your cookies. I don't want all your horrible cookies. It will work. How you doing, Brett, mate? Anyway, sorry, we're just due to cleaner surfaces on speaker frame and cone edges. True. That did go really fast, didn't it, Doug? You're all enthralled, you see. I've got someone who's about a Nakamichi as well. All right, okay, yeah. So Anthony's kindly sent me a couple eBay links. Yeah, that might do it. I don't know. I'll probably have to find some info from the guy. Yeah. Thanks for that, Anthony. You can't really see that, so there's no point putting that up on there. Oh dear, someone walked on my grave then. And I think the other links were sent to me on Messenger, weren't they? Cone repairers on YouTube. Yo Santo, hello to you. No, there's nothing on there. So I'm just going to have a quick comfort break. Bear with me even. I'll be back. Right. That's better. Better. So there you are. Thanks, Les. ASMR. Two separate sellers, but both workers, so two 3 speakers. Yeah. Thanks, Anthony. I'll send him some questions, just asking him. But we'll see. This might work. I mean, you never know. That PVA has gone off now. Look. So PVA is set. So as I say, I'll leave it overnight to go off nice and hard. I'll take the shims out and just see what sort of motion I've got on it. Hopefully, touch wood, it'll work. Yeah, that's the thing. It's really all down to the dimensions across here. As I say, it's 4 inches there, but that's 3.5 inches. So I think the key is that if we've got that 4 inches either way, it doesn't really matter if it's smaller or bigger, as long as the screw holes match up. And it's 3 ohms, of course. But like I say, it is fairly deep. I really don't know what make this is, but it's quite a well put together speaker, isn't it? It's not a cheap one. It's a nice big magnet in it. So there we are. Needs a heavy weight on the rim, such as a glass or mug. Right. Yeah, I don't know if I've got anything that's that diameter. It's a good point though, Benji. Let me go and see a minute. I'm just going to nip down downstairs and just see if I've got a cup or something that will sit on that, just to keep a bit of tension on it. I'll bet that there. Well, oh, dear, I'm falling over everything. I didn't have to go downstairs because that. It just so happens that I've got a Scotch whiskey. I mean, I keep these for keeping telescopic aerials in, and the lid is virtually an exact fit. Look. So if I turn, as long as it's not touching the coil, no, it's not touching the voice coil. So if I turn that over, squidge it down a little bit. And put that over on the other desk with a heavy book on top of it, and that's job done. Exact size, how about that? No, I need something heavy to put on that. What have I got here that's heavy? I've got that flipping great signal generator. That would squash it totally. Let's put my right, so I've just put my capacitor tester on top of it now, so make sure I don't lose that bit. So the radio does work. That's the great news, isn't it? It does actually work now. So if I can get that speaker going, then we're in business and it can all go back together. The only thing I haven't done yet is printed out that dial plate. So that's dial plate, that's right. I just questioned if I was cracking up then, but no, that is right. It's a dial plate. So I'm toying with what to do tomorrow. Tomorrow's really our last sort of repair stream, so to speak. If we're doing shortwave listening on Wednesday night, I need something to do tomorrow. So I haven't done any CB stuff. and I haven't done the Commodore 64. So I don't know what your thoughts are. Let me know in the comments what you fancy. Whether we look at a CB radio or well, I've got a couple options on the CBs, but yeah, whether we look at the CB radio or we dig my Commodore 64 out for a first look, and it's not one that you've seen before. It's let's just stick that in some more. It's a bread bin one, and I've never put any power to it. So that's the other option. I know we're sort of radios mainly, but I do diversify from time to time, as you all know. Apart from that, I could carry on with the Hacker Mini Herald and get that one finished tomorrow, perhaps. So we've got three options then. We've got CB radio, we've got the Commodore 64, or we've got the Hacker Mini Herald to finish off. So that's the three options. So we've done the IF board on this one and the RF board. We've just got to do the amplifier now, and then it's finished, isn't it? Apart from sticking the ferret back in it. So yeah, we've done all the transistors and the capacitors. So that's another option for tomorrow. I have got more radios. I've got a Roberts R707, but that's going to take quite some time to do. That's been donated, and I was going to do that as a giveaway, but unless someone wants one to repair for themselves, I'm sure you'd rather I sorted it out. Why don't you do the Dansette and the Hacker tomorrow? Well, I will show the Dansette tomorrow. I could do. Yeah, I could do, Simon. I could do. As I say, I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to suggestions, and I'm easily led, so... But the Dansette is a big, like, will it or won't it, isn't it, really? We're not 100% sure what's going to happen with the Dansette yet. Finish off the Herald. C64. Testing the speaker, yeah, definitely. Use the WRTH. I needed a 70s Onyx ashtray. What's going on? Simon, FM sweep. Teach me, Simon. Finish the Hacker. Save the C64 for when you can watch a full stream. 3-1 to the Commodore. I think you. I don't think you're quite getting the maths there, Million Chip. Time to restock the pantry. Cheers, Danish. V301, yeah, I'd love to see that one, Chris, but again, that's going to take a little bit of time, that one. I really want to spend my time on that, so that ain't going to happen, unfortunately, this series of streams, but it will come up. It's FM sweep, Simon is saying. I'd love to have a go at the FM sweep, Simon. Right. Let's get the calendar up then and have a look, see what's occurring today. And we're looking for number 20. To 0, number 20. Now, where is number 20? Top leftish. Is Zorba loaded up? Yeah, we got Zorba ready, Brett. And we got something rather special concerning Zorba as well. So you'll have to tune in on Christmas Eve if you want to see and hear that. I think we might get some copyright hits on Christmas Eve. It's not going to be a very long one, unfortunately, on Christmas Eve. But because my lad's coming over, Joe, and Mrs. Cruncher's finishing early on Christmas Eve. So we usually watch some films, etc. on a Christmas Eve. I think last year she was working, but this year she's gone in early to finish early. So we say it's up here, isn't it? It's up here. No crappy music. Simon, you love it. You love a bit of Zorba. I think we ought to club together and buy Simon and Zorba the Greek greatest hits for Christmas. Oh dear. It's another bit. A number one posi by the looks of it. Yes, it is. These are very high quality bits, aren't they? I've got a couple Weira screwdriver bit sets. I've got an impactor one for me impact driver. And I've also got no, the other one's Bosch actually. Yeah. I think I've got lots of glue here. Or PVA, is it? There's something here that's nasty. Just get some isopropyl. Sean's learnt Zorba and recorded it. Yeah, that would be good actually, wouldn't it? It's not true, but it would be good. We ought to make him learn it, didn't we? I don't know where Sean is. He's a bit elusive at the moment, isn't he? It's always good to see him when he comes in. It's great having him here for a stream. Right. Oh, wrong one. That's better. Well, this is the last one then, isn't it? Yeah, so the red ones are the Phillips and the black ones are the posi. So we've got a complete set there now. So that's done and dusted. So we've got 3 more things to do. 3 more things. So is that right? 1, 2, 3. So and we've got 4 days. So there's got to be something extra coming in. So have we got another bottle opener or corkscrew or something? There we are. It's coming together very nicely, that. That's my gin and tonic. I don't like gin. My camera's all to pot as well, isn't it? Since yesterday, we messed about with the camera and all sorts of stuff yesterday. or a reel of tape. You can magnetize yesterday's spanner using another magnet. It's got a magnetizer on it, milling chip. The actual kit has got. That was one of the first things. The magnetizers, that little green thing there. Magnetizer, demagnetizer. I'm still not. I mean, I think Rich Bristol said that that's like a little shelf to hold the nut. So I must investigate that. A reel of tape. It's Christmas hairdos. Yeah, he probably is, Cyberflyer. So that's pretty much it for today, people. That was interesting. Interesting for me. Hopefully it was interesting for you. But yeah, just let me know what you fancy seeing tomorrow in the stream. If you want to leave me a message in the comments section of this video, or if you want to put it on the community page or Messenger or wherever else you want to contact me. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, but I don't really use Instagram, but I'm on there. So you can look me up. So cheers all, catch you tomorrow, have a good one, and bye for now.